With the 25-26 NBA season right around the corner, it's about that time of year where we start to predict the NBA season. I mean, who could win the awards? What teams will finish in what place? How will NBA stars play in their first, second, third, you name it. But today we're going to be predicting the awards. So let's just get into it. So we're going to talk about one of the less talked about awards and one of the newer awards added to the NBA season just a few years ago, which is going to be the Clutch Player of the Year. And for my Clutch Player of the Year is Trae Young. Trae Young has always been a clutch player. Over every year he shows his clutch plays with his three-point shooting, elite passing, and horrible defense. He owns the New York Knicks, and I think he will make a massive push, massive, with the Atlanta Hawks this season. They added shooters around Trae Young. Jalen Johnson could break out. Onyeka Kong will finally probably start since Clint Capella is no longer here. And that's why I have Trae Young for my Clutch Player of the Year. My other two finalists are Anthony Edwards and Donovan Mitchell. On to the next award. My next award is another award that's not talked about too much, and that is Coach of the Year. Now, Coach of the Year is really important because the coach is one of the most important aspects of the team. He's the team leader. But for my top three, my honorable mentions or my finalists who didn't win it, are Imi Adoka and Mark D'Antoni. Each will be top coaches of the top seeds in the Western Conference. But my Coach of the Year is Jamal Mosley. Now, he also has already won one. And I think the Magic will take a huge leap. I think Franz Wagner could take a leap. Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, I think will take a leap. Paulo Banchero, I think will be a top 10 player next year. And I just think the Magic will be a top 3 team, maybe even top 2 team next year in the Eastern Conference. Next up, a player of the team I just talked about, the Orlando Magic, is my 6th man of the year. Now, my other two honorable mentions or finalists are Anthony Simons of the Boston Celtics. I don't think the Boston Celtics will be good. And then Kason Wallace of the OKC Thunder. I think he'll be a huge and massive and great bench piece for the Thunder moving on. I think he'll take another leap to be maybe being a starter, maybe being close to Lou Dort, but onto the real sixth man. I have Anthony Black of the Orlando Magic. Them trading away KCP and Cole Anthony opens up so many backup point guard minutes and just guard minutes for Anthony Black. I think he will shine in these minutes. He's improved every year, and I really liked him coming out of the draft. I really liked him. He was a big guard who could shoot. That was his biggest concern, but he definitely showed some promise in shooting. I think he'll take another leap in his shooting touch. Don't think he'll be a starter, but I think he'll be the sixth man or seventh man of the team, but will ultimately be the best bench player on their team end of the year. It will play probably some real minutes in the playoffs. On to the next award. Next up is the most improved. Now, these are players who I think will take a massive jump. And my honorable mentions, yes, they're both from the same team. Yes, I've already listed one of them. Anthony Black, he's obviously going from a decent bench player, probably 10th man in the rotation, to 6th man of the year. I think that's a massive leap for him. And that will catch him in second or third in most improved, if not top 5. Next up is Paulo Banchero. I know he's already a great player, but I expect him to fully make a top 10 leap. I really do think he'll be one of the top 10 best players in the league. And I don't think he'll be top 5, but I think he'll definitely be a top 10 player.
Sometimes you get a few.
Well, for my actual
different angles than we got.
Scoot into
I have
the glass.
Scoot
Look at him climb into the air, switch it left to right hand with a strong
I really do
finish.
think he might have a breakout season. His three-point shooting has been improving every year. I think everyone's expecting him to make that improvement. He has great mentors around him. And if he doesn't do that, it'll be a disappointing season. But I do think Scoop will do that. He's a great kid, great player, great personality. I think he'll make that jump. Next up is one of the more anticipated and exciting awards for the NBA. My honorable mentions for this award are Jaren Jackson. People forget how much of a beast of a defender he is because his team's just not been there. I mean, They missed the playoffs because of so many injuries in 2024. In the 25 season, they were absolutely crushed by the Thunder in the first round, getting swept down. Pretty sure they got blown out by 50 plus. That's crazy. But I think Triple J is a beast on the defensive end. Will be top three. Next up, our reigning depoy, FM Mobley. He is second on this list. I do think he could be third. Jaren Jackson is a beast. But the reason he's not going to go back to back is because of the beast we have a number one, Victor Wembanyama. Now, if he's healthy, he's the best defender in the league, no doubt. He would have won Defensive Player of the Year if he didn't get that blood clot last year. But Wemby's been trading with Monks all year, and he's no doubt, winning D4. I mean, people were saying he should have won it in his rookie year, should have won it in his second year. They're just going to find something for him not to win in his third year. But Wemby's just going to silence all the haters and win it this year. Possibly averaging 5 blocks, by the way. On to the next award. Next up is the most popular award in all of basketball. There have been many MVPs throughout the years. Many NBA greats have used and had this award. Well, obviously, because it's the best player in the league, most valuable player. My honorable mentions are one, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't like him. I don't respect him. But, I kind of respect him a little. I mean, he is the reigning MVP, reigning champion, reigning finals MVP. And if I say anything negative, I'm going to get called for a flagrant. And next up, we have Nikola Jokic. Obviously, it's Nikola Jokic, top 15, top 20, arguably top 15, maybe top 10 one day. Maybe. That's for you to decide. Um, but for my actual MVP is Luka Doncic. Now, he might be skinny right now, and he might stay skinny for the season. We can only see, but I think he will stay a little bit. And if you don't remember, a few years ago, people were talking about how Nikola Jokic, and someone told him when he was still winning MVPs, that if he didn't make a serious, just life change, he would never lead his team to the championship. And Jokic was like, he took that personal. He had that the MJ way, the Michael Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan way, Michael A. Jordan. I don't know. But he took that personal and he got into shape and he won his team a championship. And could this thing, this trade, this heartbreaking trade for Luka, be the thing that makes Luka into one of the best players alive? I don't know. Hopefully it is because I want to see Luka shine. I like Luka. My team beat us, and I kind of didn't like him in the finals, but great player, generational player. Let's see if he can live up to the hype. Next up is a very anticipated award. This is the Rookie of the Year. This is where we're going to see the rookies and Nikola Jokic show out in their first basketball season in the NBA. Now, this might shock you, but at third, we have Colin Kneppel. Summer League MVP. I think he fits with the Hornets so well. I think the Hornets are going to be a surprising team out there. I mean, if it was not for injuries, they would be a decent team out there. I'm not talking playing like maybe 6 seed, sneaky 6 seed in the weak East. I don't know. But for second, we have Cooper Flag. Yes, I'm talking about Cooper Flag. The generational prospect is going second. I just don't think Cooper Flag, he is going to be great. I just don't think the offensive game is going to be fully there. And this may make me look stupid. So if he does win it and he actually does do better than I think, then you guys can clown me in the future. In about a year or so after his rookie year, like maybe before then, if he does actually play a lot better and does win Rookie of the Year, you guys can clip me for this. But for my Rookie of the Year, I have Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson has really one weakness in his offensive game, and that is that he's not physical enough to drive to the basket. He doesn't like to drive to the basket, even though he's decently efficient when he drives to the basket. He can shoot the mid range. He's like 6'7", 6'6". He's a shooting guard. He's a tall, lanky guard, wing. He can shoot the three. One of the best shooters in the draft. Great scorer out of Texas. I think he'll get so many scoring opportunities on this Wizards teams. I don't really have a primary scorer anymore. I mean, Alex Sarr ain't scoring 20 a game. Bob Carrington maybe, but probably not. Trey Johnson, I think, can average like 23, 22. This might make me look dumb though. So uh go back to this in the future and just maybe clown me. Yeah. So there you have it. My 2026 NBA award predictions. Now this might seem early to some people as it is still like almost like we're not even in school yet. Well, if you are in school, then elbows though. But it's a little early to have my award predictions out. I know, but you guys could probably watch this when like before the season comes out. So do that instead, I guess. But if you haven't already, subscribe because we're on our road to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And you, yes, you have a purpose, and it is to subscribe to Next Gen Hoops. We want to make Next Gen Hoops a household name. Yeah, yeah. If you made it all this way far, like and subscribe to the video. I would much appreciate it. Um, I'll check out some stuff, but thanks for watching. Have a great day or night. If it's like 2 in the morning for you, go to sleep. But you have work tomorrow.